Alright, so let us continue on. Order, order, order. You, madame. Alright, she just turned up, right? His wife. That urn, where did you find it? You will never believe it. I mean, it was in his bag. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. I mean, he did have that. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Sacred urn updated in the court record. Found in the office of Look at Me. Has pink splotches all over it. Yep. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? He's sweating. Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection!
Objection. Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. Okay. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It is truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspirations at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. She did steal the bag. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct? Yeah, yes, what about it? She's his wife. Coffee? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. Yep. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Slam. Including the office of the good detective here. No, I saw the bag. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Oh. Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that the urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify, show fingerprints. I mean, they'll be my fingerprints. Testify about what I saw, yeah. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we? Yep. You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round. And smooth too. Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Huh? Atomy walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Yeah. You're right. Ha! It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town, overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy. Well, it is true that I never actually saw the urn. But maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Show fingerprints? My fingerprints. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. My fingerprints. Because she cleaned it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh. Sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. Hmm. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Uh-huh. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about mine? What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Attorney must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Me. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Me. My fingerprints. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Attorney, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there. And then he interrupted us, but I did feel it. It is true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Attorney's office.
Objection!
What objection? Slam. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? It does. Of course it does. She cleaned it. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. She did say that. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the At-Me Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Godot blend number 107. Great, I have decided. It's a little too bitter after all. His visor is smoking. We got him. Order, order, order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? He's going to confess to having it. Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. No. He has a plan. Hee 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 ha 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 ho ho ho, what the hell? Take a good look, everyone. He's crazy though. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. So he stole it, okay. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Masked Mask. Great. Haha, I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Oh, great. Hee hee ho ho ha ha ha. Well, then he just confessed to the crime. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmy's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. You just lost. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, let's do it, not guilty. Hold it. He says, you're wrong, wrong I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening, he's confessing. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief, who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. Great. So do it. Pronounce me guilty. Please. Great. Everyone is like, what? I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but... Objection. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I am the thief, I tell you. Great. Like, what the hell? I can't believe his luck. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you are really a man, then clean up your own mess. I am sorry. I am afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. You are masked a mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. Says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He is 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. Really? I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We are all listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Man. Witness testimony. Masked masks his identity. The truth is, I have been masked a mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I am not actually masked a mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. You do. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. Yeah, the brooch was not explained. But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Hee hee hee. Stop it, Mr. Gadot. You're embarrassing me. Great. What a dude. Like I said, you are only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Masked Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Gadot. I'll do my best. Incredible. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Sigh. Well, we gotta do it. Because my client is a dummy. Cross-examination. Masked masks his identity. The truth is, I have been Masked Mask all along. Really? You may think that you are the real Masked Mask, but your wife thinks you are delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Keep pressing. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I am a Desi-holic. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. Great, I believe you know. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Masked Mask, can you? Hold it. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you are the real Masked Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy? Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you are the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick, you know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Masked Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. Yes, you do. But then we're gonna reveal his freaking blackmailing stuff. You've got no alibi. I have been a judge for a long time. And this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? Stop giving me hints. I know the wallet and everything. If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? I don't want to show it yet though. Yes, I have evidence. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? He might think that actually. Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Great. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. The wallet.
Take that!
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. Ah, no, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. Okay. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. Got him. No, my innocence is being proven. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. We have him, I think. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Drinking more coffee? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. Great, he's just egging him on. You are the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight. You probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. No! Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you have overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. The blackmail. Grr, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. Evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB security at 1 a.m. that night. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Don't know what the red diamond is. The red diamond seems like what he has in his finger. Take that! Here you go, blackmail. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security CEO's office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Oh, he's smoking. Ah, irk. He's drinking. No. How much are you gonna drink? How much coffee is that cup have? Order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection!
What? You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Oh, he's chill again. Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? To say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. Claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we are going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. He is the CEO. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Don't tell me it's Larry Butts. Godot age unknown. A prosecutor who is shrouded in mystery. He seems to know me somehow. Larry Butts can testify. Great. Who is this useless looking young man? He's been in court already. You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. Great. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Great. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. There you go. As you can see, there is no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Give me a second. Alright, so we should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Damn true. He's smoking. He's smoking. Oh, he's not smoking. He's composed. Wow. Oh no, we got him. Is it done? Did we win? Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Ballard. KB, yeah. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime. Boom. Keycard updated in court record. Found in Ron's wallet. Used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 AM. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Mask the Mask in this photo. Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Nope. He's gonna spit? Nope. Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Then he's innocent. Therefore, it is impossible for the defendant to be Mask the Mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. I've heard this before. What's wrong, Your Honor? I am ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Just finish it. Not guilty. Not guilty. Yay! Well, that was a short one. Court is now adjourned. Baboom me. Unless someone dies now. October 13, 2:24 PM. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I am a little bit ashamed of myself. Should be. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. You helped too. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing. You can pay me. That would help. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, the pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Gasp. Oh, who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. She slapped me. Ouch. She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Gasp. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client? What the hell? I'll never forgive you. Slap me twice. Great. Ow, a double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? Got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught, and now it might actually have some value. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Yeah. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy look so glum? Ugh, but I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Tessie. But the thing is, come on, give the kid some time. Oh, hello. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? And why have you got laser eyes? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered. There you go. Next case. Cain Bullard. Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, the body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. Wait. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You've figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron DeLight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. Yep, that is established. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? Yeah, you know. It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged, kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Ron DeLight, you are going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you will be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I am looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Wright. Oh. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I don't know, apparently. I have returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he is the most dangerous enemy I have ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Oh, and he's gone. Then Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yay, Ronnie! Great. The case over or no? Arrested for murder on the very same day he is declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? This episode or next episode? To be continued, but then that means this episode then. Right? Probably. Save your progress, please do. Please do. There you go. Okay, it continues. October 13, 3:02 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Korean village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I am going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? And she's gone. She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Alright, give me a second. Okay, fan speed increased. My damn ears are all sweaty. I hate that, but whatever. The plant. Charlie, a quiet decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water it. Water the little fella. Yeah, that's good, that's good. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. And started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. And to think that 2 years ago it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Yeah, murder made them very famous. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it one of these days. Still haven't, huh? Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. These were all Mia's. Wow, I just realized I didn't buy a single one of these. Yep. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. Today it's sparkly clean. I guess Pearls must have wiped them out for me. Oh, that's good. Okay. Cleanliness is next to godliness and all that. I am presenting you my attorney's badge. So you've still got that badge, I see. Yes. Huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. Part of the job, man. I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. Yeah, that is true. The Mekatama. Present from Maya, it reacts to people who have secrets in their hearts. What do you think about this? It seems like it has something to do with this case. But I'm not really sure. Okay, so you don't know. Treasure exhibit poster? I'm glad we got the sacred urn back and all. So then how come you don't look any happier? Why should I? I don't know if it should say Amy or I am on it. It should say Amy. And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before. Yeah, paint splotches. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little? I mean, it's a sacred object. Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you just said that. I mean, it's like I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi Nick, I am. Well, do you still think it's no big deal?" I guess it would be a real disaster. You see. Well, that's how I feel. Great. Well, I don't see, but whatever. The emblem is top secret. So this was made by the real Mask Demask, huh? We know who that is now. Yep, Detective Gumshoe said it was the real thing. One look at this mark and you know it's the real deal, pal. Yeah, but you do realize whose deductive reasoning skills we're talking about, right? Yeah, Gumshoe. A statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Moves ahead of the crime. You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Fey branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country, hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? And then camera data. According to this data, the thief showed up at the basement warehouse at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Yeah, but remember, this data came from Atomy. For all we know, he might have somehow tampered with it. But then what about this photo? It's got the time on it too. That is true. Date. Yeah, and the security camera belonged to Lordly Taylor. Atomy couldn't have tampered with the photo's timestamp to show the wrong time. I mean, he could have. I guess that means this data is accurate after all. He could have. Couldn't he? I don't know. So the masked mask in this photo is Detective Atomy in disguise, huh? It looks that way, but then who knocked him out? Atomy knew there was a security camera set up in the basement. So I'm guessing this photo was probably part of his elaborate plan. But then what about this? The mask knocked Atomy out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. It's just fake? It's still bent, isn't it? Detective Atomy said it got bent when the thief hit him on the head with it. Well, it looks like he ended up the bent one after he turned out to be the thief. Must have damaged the sword himself to back up his phony story. Yeah, I guess he really does have a brawny mind, huh? Great. Then with the fountain pen, found in Ron's room. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. If you don't want your true identity to be revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 AM on October 12th and bring $50,000. Very interesting. So Mr. Delight was being blackmailed, huh? By the CEO of the security company he used to work for. Yeah, it looks like it. Sounds like we still need to do some more poking around. You'd better watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick. Was that a threat? Is she trying to blackmail me now? Maybe. Found in the KB security building at around 1 AM night of the crime. This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the key card inside, yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? It does not. CEO office key card found in Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 AM. Publicity photo. He's shot. A striking pose. So Detective Atomy was masked after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he is the real mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? Could. Or maybe the detective is doing it for that. I am not sure. Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. It looks like it was torn off some clothing. This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atomy put it there himself? That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he'd struggled with the thief that night. Alright, a lot of unanswered questions here. You're not very photogenic, are you? No. Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. Great, and yet I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face. Come on, Maya, you're giving me anxiety. I was only joking, Nick. Don't make such a sad face. You're making me feel guilty. Great. Mia Faye. If it wasn't for Mia, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Yeah, she told me you used to be really useless. Compared to how unreliable you were then, you actually seem responsible now. Actually, you haven't changed that much, I guess. Great. Maya praised me for a change. Hey, wait a second. Great, yeah, of course. He will not really praise me. But my assistant and disciple in Korean, whatever. I am going to have to really buckle down and be serious. Well, you are the future master of the Korean channeling technique after all. Yeah, that, and I have to play the part of big sister too. For Pearly, and you, Nick. Bah, do I look like I was born yesterday? Right. So she is admitting she has no romantic stuff towards me, right? Maya's cousin and channeling prodigy, she has amazingly powerful spiritual abilities. Pearly sure is a good kid. Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her though. That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you the way she did. She's a tough one, alright. You're telling me. I think she knocked a few teeth loose. Pearls is only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her only cousin Maya. And he was like freaking... Her sister was kidnapped too recently. Claims he is Mark Damask. Used to work as a guard for KB Security. Non-delect. So Detective Atomy was masked after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? I am not sure. Then we have Gumshoe, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Detective Gumshoe is on this case too, huh? He seems to show up during all of our cases. It can't be a coincidence. Maybe it's a sign that our fates are destined to be woven together for all time. Yeah, that'd be a real Beauty and the Beast kind of fairy tale, wouldn't it? Or they have no detectives except this one. A flashy thief who steals valuable works of art sends a calling card with Pearl Heights. I can hardly believe that guy was really the thief in disguise. I never saw that coming. Then again, I stink at spotting those plot twist things. Detective Atomy seemed to really enjoy himself today. Maybe a little too much because he got a thief charge instead of a murder charge. Haha, yeah, today was pretty wild, like the plot of some crazy comic book. Great, glad you had fun while I was getting abused by the prosecutor, as always. And then we have Desiree Delight. That Desiree sure is cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughed in the face of death. I want to try it too. You literally summoned dead people. I thought you only knew how to ride a bike. Hey, don't forget, Nick, that it's an electric bike. Electric? So young and already so lazy. Whatever happened to good old exercise? Adrian Andrews. She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick. Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Actually, I'm grateful to her too. It sounds like you're not telling me something. I am going to take a good look at the case file next chance I get. You do that, lady. Larry Butts. He picked up the wallet. Oh, it's Larry. He's your old childhood friend, right? Yeah, I have known him since elementary school. Wow, that's even longer than I have known Pearlie. You two must have lots of good memories together. I guess so. But I can hardly remember them. They have been erased by all the traumatic ones. And then this mysterious Godot. Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is anyway? Don't ask me. Why not? You know him, don't you? Apparently I do, but I don't remember. I have never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable. Yeah, but at the trial today he said... So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have just heard about me. I have returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me. Hey Nick, I was just thinking. Maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies. I don't do that. Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway, and what's his story? I wonder if I'll ever find out. I might. This game, maybe the next. What to do? Although there is no more games in this series. In the trilogy here. Although there are more games released. We'll see. So what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Why is it Miss? Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Right. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I am not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Sigh, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own from Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. The sacred urn. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. No, the polka dot? Don't question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. Oh, but the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh, really? I mean, it is fixed a lot better than this one was. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. Is it not real? I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, it is a broken urn, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. It's from the paint, obviously, but is it possible that urn is a fake? Oh, that's why she's gone back, smart girl. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Korean village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back into Korean village in a long time. Yeah, why haven't you gone back? So, I guess people still go to Korean village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I have been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you are going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Oh. Is what happened last year still bothering you? There was a murder. That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially whatever strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. We should really like tie them up. Bang! Yep. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but she's up to it. She'll manage it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. I told you someone's gonna get murdered, by the way. We only take murder cases.